I'm honored to introduce this year's commencement speaker, the Very Reverend Casimir Quala, Provincial Superior of the Marians of the Immaculate Conception, Mother of Mercy Province in the United States and Argentina. This past September, the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception commemorate 100 years in the United States. Lithuanian priest George Matulaitis established the Marians in 1913. Since beatified, Blessed George is celebrated for rewriting the Marian Constitution and laying the foundation for the Association of the Marian Helpers. The work of Blessed George has inspired generations to become dedicated servants of Christ. Father Kaz, as he's known, Father Kaz served as Provincial Superior of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of Mercy Province of the Congregation of the Marian Fathers of the Immaculate Conception, and Vice Coordinator of the North American Congress on Mercy. A member of the Marian Fathers since 1980, Father Quala worked on the first Polish edition of St. Faustina's Diary and assisted with its English publication. He served as Director of Evangelization and Development and the Association of Marian Helpers. Father Kaz worked in the seminary formation for almost 12 years. He has appeared at numerous Divine Mercy and Marian conferences, conducted various retreats. His love for St. John Paul II led him to be the editor of the English edition of The Making of the Pope of the Millennium, a compendium of primary sources chronicling the life and activities of John Paul II. I am blessed to have gotten to know Father Kaz over the past 4 years and know that he and the entire Marian Order want our school to continue to be strong in our faith and be a destination for all denominations. Ladies and gentlemen, Father Kaz Quala.
First of all, I deeply appreciate being here for the invitation. I'd like to extend my warmest greetings to Mr. Annerhan, Father Tim Roth, the Board of Trustees. I'd like to extend also my greeting to all the staff here, to all the family members, to all those who are 800 strong, but especially I'd like to greet each one of you here, the graduates of the Marianapolis Preparatory School. You know, it is my joy to greet you, to address you, to greet you, because we are so proud of you. You were able to study hard for the last 4 years, many of you. You were able to struggle. You've grown from being children to being adults. It's fantastic, incredible. 4 years of life, what a transition in your life. And all of you here, as I was watching you walking up, you look beautiful, you look great, you look handsome. Some of you were so proud walking up here. And I know that this is incredible for you, but for all of us who are here. You know, today, there are many graduates across the country, and there are many commencements, speeches like I am doing right now. And many will hear the words of encouragement, advice, or challenge from men and women of accomplishments. Some will say, and I was looking at the internet, what usually people say to graduates, in high school and maybe colleges as well. And many say, be true to yourself and follow your dreams. Others will challenge, say, work hard, never give up or compromise your principles. Still others take action. You have a choice. You can either be a passive victim of circumstance, or you can be the active hero of your own life. Working hard, taking action and never giving up have brought remarkable material benefits to many. It is generally excellent advice to the young who are frequently impatient and easily discouraged. Yet, pursuing one's dreams at all costs by hard work and taking action, but without respect for ethics and moral values, will not bring a person happiness on this earth or in the world to come. Other pieces of advice then, be true to yourself and do not compromise your principles may be well and good for a kind and generous person, but if a selfish person is true to himself and he does not compromise his self-serving principles, then we're dealing with a tyrant. He is not exactly someone with whom others would wish to live and work. We can see that there is something more that we need when heeding these often quoted nuggets of advice. Yes, be true to yourself, but only to that self that God has made and intended you to be. That is the true, that is, be true to your being loving, caring, and forgiving. The advice, do not compromise your principles, becomes of extraordinary value and brings true blessings only when one follows the principle of always doing good to the other and never doing harm or evil to anyone, no matter what benefits may appear to be at stake or to what sufferings may follow. Choosing to do good, to protect life at all costs, to protect its dignity and inestimable worth, will always bring true happiness. Here at Marianapolis, you have received not only great education in social and natural sciences and mathematics, philosophy, English language and literature, but also a deep understanding of what it means to be a person, to be a human being. You have come to know that human life is a gift of God, who is life itself, and that human dignity, the inestimable value of every person, is rooted in the truth that we're all made in God's image and likeness and destined to share in His life and glory. You have also come to know that we are all created with the ability to know and to reach our destined goal, not just here on this earth, but also union with God. We reach this goal by embracing what is good and rejecting what is evil. The good that we are to do is love, that is care for the other. We're never free to harm or to destroy the other. The guiding principle for true life is found in the following of the commandment of love that Jesus gave us: love one another as I have loved you. To love God with all one's heart and with all one's mind and with all one's strength, and to love all others, which means to desire the ultimate good for the other, is fulfilling and deeply rewarding. It fills the human heart with happiness, forms healthy relationships, fosters collaboration and peace among nations. Finally, Pope Francis, following the example and witness of his predecessors, is calling all, but especially the young, to build up the civilization of love by serving the poor, the elderly, the abandoned, the marginalized, and the dying. These in our society are most in need of our respect, of our care, of our love. We're invited to become special missionaries of mercy who give up their comfort and their lives on behalf of the poor. In order to be formed in the spirit of tender mercy and loving care, we must, and I quote Pope Francis, we must contemplate the mystery of mercy, made visible in the person of Jesus, who reveals God, the Father's face, abounding in love and faithfulness, who has never ceased to show in various ways throughout history His divine nature. Pope Francis calls God's mercy a wellspring of joy, serenity, and peace. Our salvation depends on it. Mercy reveals the very mystery of God, the ultimate and supreme act by which God comes to meet us. Also, mercy, whole spirituality, is formative. It is the fundamental law, once again I quote Pope Francis, that dwells in the heart of every person who looks sincerely into the eyes of his brothers and sisters on the path of life. Mercy continues as the bridge that connects God and human beings, opening our hearts to a hope of being loved forever despite our weaknesses. My dear graduates, I know, as you know, that usually commencement talks was to provide you with some extra wisdom and knowledge. And I wanted to share something which I do believe is that the path by which we choose, the path by which we go, is not the end product of the success, but the path by which we go has to be moral, has to be based on value, has to be based on caring for each other. Because otherwise, the end product, even if there's a great success, will never bring us happiness, it will bring us more misery, because we cannot harm, hurt, or bypass people or step over them. And that's why I think the words of wisdom that were given, and the wisdom that has been given to you as students here, is to respect each other, take care of each other, especially those who are weaker, those who are in need, those who are poor. And so I offer to you an invitation. I invite you to be zealous in the pursuit of ideals that you have learned here, and then follow your conscience formed by them. Zealous, because we need that zeal. We cannot be just sort of indifferent. So if you are zealous, then you'll be headed in the right direction. I likewise invite you to be men and women of tender love for each other and for the poor, to be living witnesses and missionaries of God's mercy for the world. Remember that the one who has created you loves you and will be with you always until the